got gators in it.
Oh, yeah? Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
Cursed be the ground for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For out of the ground we were taken, for the dust we are. And to the dust we shall return.
All right. Back in, punching the clock for you Dusty Jermaines, you Ashy Jeffries, and you Dirty Foot Jose's. Back in the building. It's not. This is really not that big a deal to me. It's funny, but this is what's going around. I think I might do the Saudi Khan thing tomorrow, since that's the most popular thing going on right now. Um, the other stuff, the social stuff is not that big a deal. It's the political stuff that's going on right now. It's probably a bigger deal. The economic stuff is probably a bigger deal right now. Um, and that's where the bulk of my attention has gone for the past, I'd say, couple of weeks. But since this is a relationship sphere for the most part, that's what the manosphere is. You got to delve into what you got to delve into. So let's go ahead and get started. Quentin's number one, batting first. Batting second is Prince. Prince batting second. Prince move that runner along. Adric, all right, bring a couple home, okay. Luther, what's going on? Batting fourth. Go ahead, clear the bases for me. Mel L, what's up? Big Mo. This will be interesting. No matter how many times you say it, they won't ever get it through their heads that they will never become an honorary white woman. It's a shame. Black men often get the projection from that. That's true. Remember that, Melanoid, you'll never be Mrs. Cartwright, and you cannot escape being black. Love, Jermaine. Instant Media, beaming in. What's going on? Black males, what's going on? It is always Jermaine's fault. Creating Triple OG, what's going on? Snowman, what's up? Reparations in tow. Heard that. Heard that. Shannon Moore, what's happening? Corey McPherson, what's going on? Martin Muhammad, what's going on? Create the Tech Guy, okay. What's up? Mass Effect Talk. Melly Mel, what's going on? Yeah, the reach back is in full effect right now, man. Remember, they got no place else to go. That's true, right? They got no place to go. There was a classic line though.
I got nowhere else to go. I got nowhere else to go.
They're crying just like that too. Shannon Moore, what's up? Okay, Greg, what's happening? What's up, Paul? Gundam, what's going on? MJ, all Travis is to say is my mama white. Isn't that what Keisha says to us? Your mama black? Case closed. Yes, sir. I'm listening. What's going on? Very little. What's up? MJ, what's up? Shannon Green, what's going on? Gabar, very little. BGS divestor zealot, hold that L tax. I heard that. There's my dirty foot Jose. Buenos tardes. What's going on? Good afternoon. Trail, what's up? Very little sisterhood is big mad, and I'm loving it. It's still strange to me, man. I thought this was done like 2 years ago. Love Gun, what's going on? Shannon Moore, testing 1 2, just checking. Thanks, BGS, appreciate you. Kevin, yeah. Imperfect Dionysus, what's going on? ABZ, what's going on? Abs. There's Dr. Thunder, what's up? AHG Trail, what's going on? The Yo, what's happening? Delante KK, what's going on? What's they saying? Black for a while, white down the aisle. That's true. Big Bear, what's up? Fat meat ain't greasy. That's what they believe. Kevin, what's up? Bo Johnson, what's going on? PM, Palm Beach Mike. Lagon, the realist, what's happening? I'm gonna cause a ripple in the force with this title. Not really, it's an old one, man. I wish I was trying to find it. I was trying to find the actual quote from Tyler Perry. I'll find it. I think it is. Where is it? Ah. Hold on. Okay. He's not leaving his wife. Hold on. Let's see. Real quick. Share screen. This is Travis Kelsey. That is her. That's Kayla Nicole right now, okay? Anyhow. Anywho. Top Notch Rocker, what's going on? Laying on the realist, what's happening? The Gift, what's going on? Xander with a Z, what's happening? Barry Hamilton, what's going on? Tao, what's going on? Dr. Els, what's going on? Good show, Dr. Els. Put in your link. Dr. Els talked about this today, so put in your link, Dr. Els. Invictus, what's happening? Mr. Donnie Mack, spotted to your banana. Blame Jermaine, yep. Dave Tao, what's going on? We just heard a black woman admitted today that black women need to start dating thugs. LOL. They're losing out there. They never stop dating thugs. Money Motion, what's going on? The only thing difference is they're admitting that they're dating thugs. Dave Tao, you've already won. Yep. TB, what's happening? Sinistar, what's going on? What did I do just besides existing and being black? That's true. A salute from Florida. Okay, the conclave is down there in Miami right now. So salute from the conclave. So if y'all listen from the conclave, check in. Ray Hamner, what's going on? The Waffle House King, what's going on? Down from the Waffle House down on South Beach, okay? Lavaris, what's going on? D, what's up? Mr. J Matt, what's going on? Fast Attack, what's going on? Kelvin, what's happening? KB Mrs. Cartwright, somehow. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm at the conclave in spirit, okay. Saint Cyr, so are you virtual or what? Saint Cyr, what's going on? Neon, what's going on? Said they're going to cry in the car. Y'all ain't shit. All right. Fernando's, what's going on? Eric Warmonger, what's going on? The fact that TK made her pay her own way um, shows he wasn't into her like that. Meant she was meant for a good time. Alter Ego X, what's going on? Who is Mrs. Cartwright? Mrs. Cartwright's from that film. I just played the video. That's Mr. Cartwright, okay? William Cartwright, okay? And Mrs. Cartwright is his wife, his white wife, okay? And and the black girl was his mistress, okay? Chance, what's going on? Michael L, what's going on? Cyrus Burke, what's going on? What's up, OG? Out of curiosity, if black men did aspire to be Mr. Cartwright, who got the closest? My money is on Obama. A runner-up would be O.J. Simpson, and I would say uh, what's the name? There's a couple of billionaires. Those are Mr. Cartwrights. Okay, those are the real Mr. Cartwrights. There's a bunch of them. Michael Jordan is a Mr. Cartwright. There's a bunch of them. Due regards to the Dusty Templar Regiment. What's going on? 30-year U.S. Treasury bonds at 4.98% and climbing. Austerity is coming fast. Austerity is not coming fast. It's already here. Austerity is already here. Bas- Basically, what Trump is here to do is foreclose right now. Neon One, what's going on? Duran, what's going on? Indigo Flow, what's up? AP Movie Reviews, young brother 22 catching the live stream. Appreciate you. William Hughes, what's going on? Why pay full price for used goods that other men got for free? That's true. You never get it for free, boss. You never get it for free. There's always a cost. Ooh, is that what that means? Yep. I'll play a couple more clips, man, so y'all get a good feeling about what Mr. Cartwright is, okay? Alter Ego X. I didn't know that. Havelock, what's going on? Some women are blaming black men because they think Travis was a black male, has black male advisors. Spain Man here for the installment of the failed Disney Princess Chronicles. Yes, so on point. Let's see. William is saying, nah, that's what he said. Abdul Gaines, what's going on? Ephraim, what's going on? Jake, that movie was real, though the shit happens more than some of us would like to know. Oh, yeah, all the time. Beat it, Keisha. Like, y'all ain't shit. Uh, the original Deadbeat Dead, Mr. Cartwright. Yep. What movie is this? The family that prays together. Black Men's GBP beats just ain't shit. No, I am not. Let's see. Anybody else that we haven't? Ricky, what's going on? Let's see. Anybody else? Luke Brandt, what's going on? Respect and peace to Honorable Master Teacher. Appreciate you. Money Motion, what's going on? The way he stared it down. Yep. I don't know why people say that. Think that flying to the conclave on a red eye tonight. Okay, tell me how it went. Y'all check in. I'm not at the conclave. I'll be there in spirit as well. Okay, well you'll probably be there virtual from the Waffle House, man. The Lavaris. TB says he's virtual. William Hughes says salute from IBMOR. Now they have missing Keisha's from PG County, Maryland. What's up, Mookie? From the conclave, we're all talking about you. You know where I am. Wolf, what's up? This hurts them more than an FJO draft. Diane says she'll never be Mrs. Cartwright, Mrs. Gonzalez, Mrs. Chang, Miss Nguyen, or Miss Aziz. Okay. Brother John, what's up? Jay Will, what's going on? Most Fet, what's going on? He went from bill to billionaire. I did see the Inspired Truth. What's going on? All right, Johnny Anderson's the last one. At least the white man will save these quiches from the bear. Psych. Very true. Nomadic Crier was good. Anyhow, uh, let's see. There's one more where the wife confronts her. Okay. See if we can find it. Where the actual line was actually. Da, 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 da. See if we can find it. Because they actually met up in the hotel. It's Andrea. I saw it. Let's see. Da, 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 da. That's her crying. They didn't put that clip in. I guess they took it out. That was a classic. Yeah. Yep. I guess they took it out. Okay. Because I can't find it. I can't find the clip. Can't find the clip. No. Okay. I guess they blocked the clip. All right. I should have went out and found it. I might find it one day, and actually clip it from the actual movie. But no, can't find it. All right. Well, let's get on. Let's get on with the show. Okay. Let's get on with the show. Since I can't find the actual clip of where she confronts her, because she was waiting in a hotel. She was waiting in a hotel for Cartwright, and the wife walks in and said he won't be coming. Okay. And and then she said before she walks out, she said, "You'll never be Mrs. Cartwright." And that's where we get the line from, because she thought that you have the clip. Okay. If you got the clip, then produce the clip, sir. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get busy. Let's start with the shorts, because we had some shorts that we're gonna play. Let's go back in our history and let's hit some shorts real quick. See, where is it? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Let's count. And here we go. Let's start with this one. Let's start with Shay Chardin, okay?
Use everything that you have. I mean,
So both of those PR managers allegedly are black men. So you have black men to thank for the fact that he had to break up with his black girlfriend. You have black men to thank because they pushed and perpetuated this narrative that you cannot advance in life and reach the next level if you have a black woman on your arm. You have two black men to thank for the fact that his ex-girlfriend had to accept probably one of the harshest truths there is, and that is a white man will always go back to his racist roots. Whether it's for a check, whether it's for fame, which he already had both, it's so easy to convince him to go back to his racist roots. So much that he sat back and said and did nothing when his fans and Taylor Swift fans were so racist and vile towards her. And I want y'all to remember that it's 2 black men who caused her that pain. I need y'all to keep that in mind. It's 2 black men who encouraged Travis Kelce to put a black woman through such unimaginable pain. Having to accept that the man she thought she knew never existed. He was always racist. It's not hard to radicalize white people and turn them into racists, even if all you're offering them are the things that they already had, like money and fame.
After Taylor Swift's engagement, someone needs to check on Kayla Nicole. And not for the reasons you guys think. I think it's truly one of the most heartbreaking and shattering things to see the guy you dated for many years expecting marriage out of, to within like a less than a couple years of dating, marry and like engage that woman. That would break me into a million pieces. And I know she's moved on, she's beautiful, she's successful, and I know she has a life outside of her own. But the Swiftie fandom is so insane. You know they're going crazy on Twitter with the fact that Taylor Swift's engaged to Travis Kelce and Taylor never got the ring. Excuse me, I have paint all over my hands. But that cannot be easy. And I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how moved on you are. Especially if you wanted marriage out of a relationship and it ended for that very reason. That would hurt me so much. She's so beautiful. Both of these people are beautiful women. And I just feel so for Kayla. And I feel so happy for Taylor at the same time. Oh my God.
Kayla Nicole is standing her ground after facing backlash for any time she's openly spoken about her past relationship with NFL star Travis Kelce. The sports journalist addressed her critics during a recent episode of The Pre-Game podcast, making it clear that sharing her lived experience doesn't mean she's trying to rehash anything.
You can't be canceled if you didn't sign up, but we've signed up in one way or another. Like, you've decided to be a public figure. We both decided that this is going to be the playground that we're going to play in. I certainly have felt like I've been canceled on numerous occasions. I get canceled every month. It's very rare that I address the canceling that's happening, but I see it. And I would lie if I said that it didn't affect me or impact me. For me, someone who is, I don't fear necessarily being canceled because I don't think that people hold that power. I think that what God has for me was what God has for me. You guys can't change the trajectory of...
You can't be canceled because you didn't matter in the first place, okay? They can't cancel you because you didn't matter, okay? He didn't cancel you. Okay, you interjected your relationship into theirs. Okay,
my life, regardless of what you think of me. However, I'm sensitive. I am triggered.
For me, I don't fear necessarily being canceled because I don't think people hold that power. Kayla told guest Heather Sanders in the episode that premiered last Friday, August 29th. She stressed that God has a plan for her and haters can't change the trajectory of her life, even if they disapprove of her being candid. The 33-year-old admitted to being sensitive and sometimes triggered by her past, explaining that her desire to clear her name can often be misinterpreted. That's my fear too, is when I address things, instead of me talking about lived experience, people think it's just me constantly trying to rehash bullshit, she said, when in reality, I'm just a human who wants to talk about my life. With some humor, she quipped, "Sue me, sweetie." Kayla has long defended her right to reflect on her time with Kelce, whom she dated from 2017 to May 2022, and has commented on the public attention she's faced since Kelce began dating Taylor Swift in 2023. Last year, she dismissed rumors that their breakup was over Kelce's frugality, admitting she would never date someone who insists on splitting the bill 50-50.
I know there was a rumor that they were saying that you stopped messing with him at one point because of 50-50. Is there water? Where did the water come from? What is the question? Did who? 50-50. Remember they were saying that you said he was cheap, or they were saying that you were...
Oh, the splitting the bills.
The splitting 50-50, yeah, the 50-50 rumor. What was the tea on that?
Yeah, do I look like anybody that would split anything?
So you guys broke up at that point because...
No, this is the question. Do I look like I would go 50-50 on bills?
No.
Okay. So yeah, that was ridiculous. But he addressed that too though. I don't even know why that even became a thing. Yeah, that was never an issue in our relationship.
She also shared that the media scrutiny over her relationship caused personal pain, particularly for her mother, who was reportedly hurt by the public's interpretation of her daughter.
She put it out there. All she had to do was say that we dated and we broke up and that's it, and say I'm happy that he's happy and move on. She didn't do that.
She's hurt with the negative headlines and the way that people are spinning it, she added, mentioning that her mother advised her not to respond to questions about her ex in the future. Just days after Kelce and Swift announced their engagement on August 26th, Social media assumed Kayla posted a few cryptic posts. In one of her working out, she captioned it, "The goal, a back that says, stop fucking playing with me." In another post, she shared a video of Tracy Ellis Ross reflecting on the difference between joy and happiness.
I do think it's important to know what you want. And when I say use everything that you have, I mean everything that you've experienced. The hard stuff, the good stuff, the sticky stuff, the sharp stuff, the wet and drippy heavy stuff that you've experienced in your life. I think all of those things are part of what make you the special, unique, and beautiful incarnation that you are. And the more
All the social media bullshit, man. Good grief. Taylor Swift reportedly made the NFL $1 billion. Dr. Umar would wed Travis and Taylor. Yep. It made them a lot of money. It was a good deal. It made Taylor Swift a lot of money. It made sense.
that you utilize those things either as an opportunity for you to connect in a more intimate way with another person that either has had those same feelings, not even the same experiences. I think the more robust your life gets. And then in terms of what you want, I think especially for women, my experience has been that it's hard. Culture does not teach us that it's okay to name what we want, to lean towards delight and joy in your life. And I think if you can name those things, it doesn't mean that they're going to happen, but you have a sense of who you are and what you're walking toward.
Kayla captioned the IG story. Read about this concept years ago in a book called Choose Joy. Because happiness isn't enough, I aspire. So good. Kayla's reflections came hours after Kelsey proposed to Swift in a floral-filled engagement reveal, marking nearly 2 years into their relationship and 1 year after Kelsey split from Kayla. While she's rarely mentioned her ex by name, she has been candid in the past about the heartbreak and insecurities that followed their time together. She's also shared that seeing Kelsey move on publicly hasn't dimmed her own light. "It's so much worse if the guy you love for so long goes and dates a dud," she said back in May, sort of praising Taylor Swift.
In other words, my brand is really, for the most part, even though it's social media, she's taking advantage of the brand, and she's trying to attach herself to the tail of this comet that's going up, so she can get her a few dollars. She's gonna get some eyeballs. She's gonna get some dollars from this stuff, and black women probably will pay her. Okay, so I'm not mad at her. The thing is, black women make such a big deal about this is because they're so hurt. Blessed be the black lamb for her backside endured till what is pure procured for her white men. Yep. Kayla equals Temu Dame Dash. Possibly. She can't move on because she won't find another Kelsey. She's looking to try and upgrade, and she can't because Kelsey was doing her a favor the whole time. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she's a side chick. At the same thing that Sadia Khan's going through right now. Okay, you're a 100-octane side chick. That's what you are. You didn't stick the landing. He was never going to marry you. And that's what they don't understand. She was a side chick the whole time. And women think because they've been with a guy for so long that they're supposed to be graduated to the next level. It doesn't work that way. And basically Kelsey and Taylor Swift makes sense, and Kelsey and Travis Kelsey and Nicole do not. Kayla and Nicole, that doesn't make sense. That's a downgrade.
Instead, it's easier to acknowledge when the new girl might be popping, might be really hot.
Well, the thing is, that's a downgrade. You're talking about a woman worth a couple of $1 billion versus, well, she's not broke, but the thing is about a regular chick, man. That's a big difference. That's a huge difference. Okay. This is funny. Okay, this one's funny. Okay. This is how I feel about it. Okay. Cameron is saying exactly how I feel about it. Okay. Place a little Cameron. Now it's not even close. Taylor Swift is like Beyonce on that side, or Rihanna, right? And nobody, if he had left. Travis Kelsey has left for a Beyonce Rihanna. The black one probably would have been happy, but the thing is, it makes, no matter what color she is, it makes sense. She's not even a starter chick. She's a side chick. Okay. Nobody felt sorry for the white woman when when Russell Wilson divorced his white wife and married Sierra. No black woman said shit about that. Okay, he left his regular white wife and divorced her and married Sierra a couple of years later. Nobody said shit. Nobody even mentions his white wife. She side booty at best. Yep. Well, I don't know if he dodged. I don't think there was ever a bullet to dodge. I think he knew exactly. I think they knew exactly what it was. Okay.
All this shit, like it ain't like it was last year, even with Serena and Drake, homegirl with Travis. Niggas, they be in the house hurt, murder, watching this shit. Like, yeah, they keep showing this bitch Taylor Swift every 2 fucking seconds. This they got it's Sting, Pete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sting. Because anybody who doing their thing or moved on, getting money, got a new relationship, or anything else is not dwelling on they ex nigga. Not purposely going to Philly. I'm not saying, I don't know where she's from. Maybe she is from Philly. I have no idea. But the point being is they're not dwelling on the old nigga and doing this. I'm not dwelling on none of my old bitches. I don't give a fuck what they doing, yo. I do not care what none of my old hoes is doing. I'm not even, you know, sometimes you be like, I hope they not doing well. I hope they doing great. I wish that, I hope all y'all.
I heard that, man. I hope they get exactly what they want so they won't come back and fuck with me. I used to tell women that I was involved with, okay, you're unhappy with me, I will go help recruit you the next dude so you don't have to come back and start fucking with me, okay? Okay, when my baby mama got married, man, that was one of the happiest days of my life. I'm going to tell you, okay? It was my baby mama finally got married, okay? That was one of the happiest days of my life. I shit you not. Even though I wasn't invited to the wedding, okay? One of the happiest days of my life when she got married, okay? It really was. I said, I think the link is 100% connect to the subject. Women make extremely clear. Okay, all right. She literally said the same thing. Anyway, continue.
I hope y'all living wonderfully. Because you know why? I know they sneaking over and sneaking what I'm doing. I know it. And I know it hurt. I know it hurt. Because they counted me out and they still counting. You know what I'm saying? They've been counting me out for 30 years. Niggas still counting. So
can you, Cam?
Pardon me?
Cam, can you, with all of your hoes,
look at this, man. The NFL guys are in it, okay?
Friends still make a phone call and they'll still listen to you or hear you or chat with you to all of those old friends.
See, that's
Did y'all leave?
That's a great question, Mike. That's a great question because what I was telling Mason Staff probably a year ago is that I always end up leaving. The last time a girl left me was in 2nd grade. I put gum in her hair. Girls don't leave me. Get over.
Yeah, man. It's actually easier when they leave you, okay? It's actually easier, okay? It's easier for them to leave rather than you to leave because if you leave, okay, then it takes a couple of years of them chasing you. I think that's half the reason why a lot of guys cheat and make the woman leave is because she'll stay gone. Because she'll stay gone. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Let's see. We'll play one more, and there's something I wanted to play from Shay Sharday. It's about the chick. I think it's Love Island or wherever it is. Okay. Let's play one more. O'Shea. This is funny. It's O'Shea. Let's play a little O'Shea real quick. Play a little O'Shea, and then I want to play something else from Shay Sharday about being Mrs. Cartwright. Okay, because you know what? I don't mind black women wanting white men. Okay, or being hurt that white men don't take them. But the thing is, I don't like them always claiming that how loyal they actually are, and they're not.
Getting married. But not everybody is happy about it.
Listen, I am so happy for Taylor Swift and her engagement. She deserves love. All the heartbreak and breakups she's been through over the past decades, she deserves her fairy tale ending.
Now, this lady starts off by, pretty much aligning with the past of Taylor Swift, at least her dating history. It has been quite tumultuous, according to her. And she believes that Taylor Swift deserves love. But wait for it.
But Travis fucking Kelce, I'm side-eyeing him. You know what I mean? Because his dating history. What do you mean? You dated nothing but women of color and black women, and then somehow you switched up your persona, and now you're engaged to Taylor Swift. Something is not sitting right with me and that man.
Because you thought that you had a white man that adored you and loved you, and that is a black woman's dream. Mr. Cartwright loves her.
Happy for Taylor Swift though, but Travis Kelce, he doesn't seem like a sincere person.
Now there's some shade towards Travis Kelce, because the last 3 relationships that he had prior to Taylor Swift were with non-white women, with the last one being with Kayla Nicole. In other words, we're happy that Taylor Swift has found love, but we're upset because Travis Kelce was dealing with black women in the last 3 relationships. Was he just using black women the whole entire time, knowing that he wanted to go to white women? And now she's saying that she doesn't trust him. And to be fair, that's what she's insinuating. You were using black women for just funny games or for just sex. But when it came time to really marry somebody, you went and married the white lady.
And that's what your black female feminist intellectuals say all the time, right? Okay. Bell Hooks said the exact same thing, right? The highest form of racism in America is white men refusing to marry black women. Bell Hooks said that, okay? If you want an integrated society, then white men are going to have to start marrying black women in their mind, okay? Basically making them Mrs. Cartwright.
And she's the only black woman that's hating.
Most men are not going to marry someone that they're going to be happy with. They're going to marry the person that makes the most sense.
Right.
Taylor Swift makes the most sense for Travis Kelce to marry.
Yes.
Because we all know, based off Travis Kelce's history, if he were to marry the woman that he would be happy with, he would have married a black woman.
How you know that? How do you know that?
Now this lady is trying to make up another sort of conspiracy theory. You see, Travis Kelce, we already know he don't really like Taylor Swift because the kind of woman that he's really attracted to is black women. Black women are the ones that make him happy. In other words, he's trying to get married for the optics and not because
why is she trying to get married? Okay, because she's attracted to white men. Honestly, the white side of my family could have told this to her. There's no way anyone in my white side would have married her. Smash? Yes, of course. Yep. Because my 78-year-old mom has been trying to defend Caleb for the past few days. She said maybe she didn't get married because maybe he was not good to her. I told her she had 5+ years to lock him up. She lost. They do think like 15-year-old girls, okay? They really do. Let's see if we could skip ahead. Okay.
It's ultimately disrespectful. And if you guys remember, she had a very disrespectful rant towards Cam Newton about something similar. And when it comes to doing just motherly duties or womanly duties, when it comes to taking care of a man, Kayla Nicole is very selfish, all right? She doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to clean. She will not help you do things if you're not paying her. She said it herself. So again, despite being very pretty, she's not very malleable.
She's a side chick. She's a perfect side chick. She's like Sadia Khan. They're courtesans. They're side chicks to wealthy dudes. That's what they're there for.
Right? And being very beautiful gets you very far in life. But if you're not malleable and if you're not a person that is willing to give your mate what they want, then obviously the richer a guy is, the more he can get rid of you. And again, this is what you want to be. You want to be around successful guys, but you're not willing to give them what they want. And she continues the assault on David Justice.
Be a good mother. No, if she could cook or if she can clean. I don't know, guys. I just feel like if you still live by this old adage of a woman needs to be able to cook and clean, you should get on TaskRabbit. They got 150,000 women on there that specialize in cooking and cleaning. Hire them hire them. Like, 'cause that's what you want. You want to hire someone. You don't want a partner. You want a slave.
So if you want your...
So what are you there for? Okay, if you're a partner, you don't want to go 50-50. You don't want to help with bills. What are you there for? She's a side chick, and that's how come he didn't take her. Okay, why would he marry her? She said, "I'm not a wife." Yeah, she's not married. She's not wife material. Yeah, exactly. I want to get to, before we go, because we got about 15 minutes, and I actually want to get into this thing with I think it's Alandia or whatever her name is. I want to get into that because this goes this goes right along with it. Okay. Nicolandia, I think Nicolandria or whatever the freak her name is. Because this one, I mean, it didn't shock me, but thing is to see a black woman say it out loud. I said, ratchet feminist, yeah. She's there collecting dust. Okay. Theo says no white man would never approve of a woman who can't make cookies, especially Christmas cookies. Kayla would have instantly lost her. I mean, Kayla, wake up. I'll marry the housekeeper then. The thing is, unless she's pulling in equal amounts of money, unless she's got some fame, some contacts, some money, okay, why should he marry you? Okay, he can have sex with you and flaunt you around on his dime if he wants to, and then drop you off. Why should he marry you? It's like they're allergic to submission. They are. Well, they're allergic to their submission. They want your submission. That is the gynocracy. She's gynocratic. Why ain't marry? Okay, you don't act like a white woman. You don't act like his mom. Why should he marry you? Kayla is an example of what not to do. Exactly. All right. But this is the one I want to get to because when I saw this, man, I saw this woman gushing, and the other women gushing over this chick, man. Which I guess she would be a 6, okay. Not that it matters.
Seeing me being loved out loud resonated with a lot of people in my community. It's like, oh, this is beautiful. Like, dark-skinned black woman being yearned for and loved out loud by someone that looks like Nick. It's like, this is beautiful. Like, this is like healing the world in a sense. Because you don't.
This is healing the world, okay? For a dark black woman to be loved out loud by somebody like Nick. In other words, a white man, okay? Taylor Swift made cookies for Travis' entire football team, and she's a billionaire. Kayla, you had one job. That is true. But listen to her gush, okay?
See this often, especially not in real time.
And look at her. He's playing in her hair. That's what they love, okay? Olandria addressed NFL players being in her DMs. I'm screaming, okay. They go together real bad, okay. Okay, these are all the TikTok comments coming in, okay?
So, Nicolandria Nation, I just want you to know it's happening. I was hit on by a white man today. I was at the farmer's market. My friend went to the bathroom. I was sitting by myself. And this man came over and handed me a flyer, gave me his little spiel. I was like, okay, cool. He turned around, started talking to some other people. Then he doubled back and said, so I came over here because I thought you were cute. Then my friend came back from the bathroom and he was like, oh, and obviously this is your boyfriend. I literally laughed and did not confirm or deny my friend is very gay. And then he walked away, so I didn't have to turn him down because I wasn't interested. But
D Brown, how do you know Taylor Swift doesn't wipe her own ass? Okay, do you live with her or something like that? Do you have inside knowledge?
it's happening. I don't remember the last time I got hit on by a white man.
Black women have this magical power to know what other people do. that they don't know. Okay.
Get hit on by old black men. So, yeah, it's happening.
Black girl, white guy, 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 black girl, white guy. Black girl, white guy, swirling like a milkshake, cookies on the side. Black girl, white guy, swirling like a milkshake, cookies on the side. Black girl, white guy, swirling like a milkshake, cookies on the side. Black girl, white.
See, this is what they really want, right? This is why they're celebrating right now. Okay, they lost Travis, but they got whatever her name is, right? That dude got a white man on the side. Okay. But they're so loyal. Yeah, they're so loyal. Okay, can we get the BGS is right clip?
Guys, the bottom line is this: BGS is right.
What's up, boss? You believe that? You hold on. Oh no. Do you believe that? Huh? Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. Come on. Do you believe?
I just did a live on my other channel, right? And basically, May was telling me how black women were so loyal and so dedicated and loved black men so much, right?
Guys, swirling like a milkshake, cookies on the side.
White boys might be up right now. White boys might be up right now. Crazy turn of events, but sisters, I think it's time for us to start embracing the swirl. You have to look like Nick type of white though. Not Big Bang Theory type of.
At this point, if a white man flirt with me, I'm going for it. Because Nick and Landry have like rewired my fucking brain.
It has rewired my fucking brain, right? Okay. There is hope. I can get the white boy of my dreams, okay?
I literally have been off white men for like 5 years. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm good. Nah, I don't want to go back. This shit got me wanting to go back. I don't know. So keep them away from me because I will contemplate it. And I don't need to be doing that right now.
To all my white boys out there, don't hit me up right now. Do not hit me up right now because it really can go down in the DM. Like, because me watching this Nick and Landry stuff, it really got me going back to 2016 when I was in my white boy phase, like for real. And I'm really.
See, now last year she would not have admitted that she was in a white boy phase, okay?
Not trying to go back down that path, but it seems like
there's two groups of men that black women lie about: thugs and street dudes and white boys. Okay, they swear that they don't like them that much. We don't date them. We don't crave them. All that kind of shit. And guess what? When all of a sudden when there's a splash, guess what happens? Okay, the hard times. Guess what? They now they want to embrace thugs and embrace white boys.
I might need to rethink. So yeah, just give me some time to, blow off steam, because your girl might be in heat. Like, I don't know.
Drop them jaws, give me your wall, fuck me tall, yeah, he ball, and you know that he a buff pretty. So the white boys are up officially. I'm obsessed with Nicolandria, and at this point, I want to replicate it. So,
yeah.
Whatever that means.
I love when people are like, it's a white boy summer, it's a white boy summer. Baby, it's been that for me. White boy summer, spring, winter, and fall. It's a white boy 365, wake up. What are y'all talking about? BFFR. Be fucking for real. Like, just stop being ignorant. And you too could have a white boy 365. 369 girls wanna drink wine.
So I've noticed recently that there are quite a few white boy Nicolandria stands who are making themselves known on the internet. As I'm sure we've all noticed, there's only one Alandria. I just wanted to take this opportunity to go ahead and come forward with an offer myself, because at some point, yes, Alandria will be leaving the villa. And while this does mean that, assuming she leaves the villa not coupled up, now you may have the opportunity to couple up with Alandria herself, I just want to remind you that there are plenty of black queens in the world who are just waiting for their Nick. And I am one of them. I wouldn't be mad if there was someone out in the world who was willing to be the Nick to my Alandria. Like I said, there's only one of her, but that doesn't mean that your options are limited, okay? Okay, thank you. My DMs are open.
I didn't want to sound like a coon, but I'ma fucking say it. I know that white men's stock went up for black women on the dating apps after the Nick and the Laundry episode.
In other words, basically, they're being seen by white men now, okay? So they think because it's public and this show, this scripted show is supposed to reflect reality. So, which is good, is because it actually reveals what they really want internally, okay? They really love white men, even though they'll tell us to our face that they don't. They only have eyes for brothers. No, they don't, okay? I have not heard one black woman come out and said they didn't like the this Nicolandria Nick stuff. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. If there is, you show me, but I haven't seen it yet. White men rarely both marry and breed with such women like this. If they go interracial, it's Asian all day, all night, and then Latina. That is the order of things, right? And McKinnis J says, still trying to figure out why it's a flex for black women to be with white men, but black men are with white women. We are considered weak. Um, It's called status, right? And this is something that Bell Hooks said, which I think she might have had some insight to it, right? Okay. Women take on the status of their men, right? If black men are at the bottom, okay, and a white woman comes down and takes his status, okay, then she lowers hers, right? If a black woman gets with a white man, he's at the quote unquote top of the heap, then she takes on his status. It's a flex for her. It's a downgrade for a white woman. That's why. Now, why they say a black man is weak, okay? A black man is weak is because they're saying is because taking a white woman is the easiest way out. It's easy to take a white woman and raise your status rather than struggle with a black woman. Okay? BGS Travis Kelce had a proclivity for black women because they are low-hanging fruit for white men. Yes, they are. And I think the reason that Travis Kelce likes black women is because he likes hanging out with black guys. I think that's the biggest thing. He likes doing black people stuff. That's fun to him. So it's kind of hard to do black people stuff especially when you're young and you got a white girlfriend. To really do black people stuff, you need a black girlfriend. I think that's probably the biggest reason. But once you got to in his 30s, okay, then it's about business. So the white men are getting the rats that have already been smashed by a gang of Tyrones already. White men are going for the easy stuff. Go ahead, Opie. I think the white men have always been getting it. The thing is, black men talk about getting smashed by Pookie and Ray Ray, but they don't talk about getting smashed by Brad, okay, and Cheddar Bob. Okay, they lie about that. Black women lie about dating white men because they know white men won't marry them. They don't have a shot with white men, but the thing is, they still crave it. These are the same white dudes that are MAGA Trump voters. Make it make sense. In fact, those are the epitome for a black woman to actually marry. Okay, they don't want a liberal white man; they want a MAGA guy because those in their mind are actually real white men. Kelsey is where I'm from. He went to Cleveland Heights High School. High black population. He hung out with mostly black friends on the football team. Yeah. So basically, Travis Kelce is culturally black. That's like the haircut, where he hangs out, blah blah blah. But he's genetically white, and it's at some point, okay, he's gonna have to become genetically white. And basically, had it been a regular white woman, maybe she would not have had a chance. But again, you can't turn down Taylor Swift. You cannot. No. Cleveland Heights, I do believe, is an upscale suburb, if I'm not mistaken, about Cleveland Heights. Travis is white boy Rick. Yep. So the white boy booted the sister, and the sister's interpretation is double down. Yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, of course. What else can she do? The thing is, she can actually ride off the fame because all the black girls gonna rush in and support her and send her money. So Gundam says, I think the relationships become more scarce. There will be more opportunities, Griffs, to be an influencer based on the image of a successful relationship, especially for demographics that don't get picked. So the black woman is to the white man what fat women are to black men. In a sense, yes. In a sense, yes. Ms. Delta says, Mrs. Cartwright says hello. I just saw her at the steakhouse. Hilarious. Hilarious. Theo says my white mom and family expected me to marry white, Asian, Latino in that order. She discouraged me from marrying black, and I'm half black. I can't imagine that Travis' mother was saying to him, Kayla is delusional. Um, Unfortunately, for most of the world have a different opinion of black, even though black men, in a certain sense, they don't trust them and yada yada yada, and they could be low on the totem pole. But the thing is, as far as relationship, black men are actually higher than black women. That's how come a white woman can marry a black man and tell her daughter not, her son, not to marry a black woman because she knows how they are. Neil, let's be real. Black men don't have standards. They may not, okay, but they have brains, okay. They may not have standards, but they can interpret when they're getting a better deal. And as black men get more choice, their standards will rise because now that passport bros are a thing, okay. Passport bros are a thing, and SYSBM is a thing, and they're getting more choice. Guess what? The standards are starting to rise. Black women are upset that Kayla Nicole didn't get the fairy tale ending that Meghan Markle got with Prince Harry. Several parallels between Travis and Harry. Uh, I guess, okay. We got to remember that Meghan Markle has a white father, okay? That's the difference. It's a big difference. Meghan Markle is not the same as Kayla Nicole. Black women outnumber black men, yet more black men are married. Yeah. There's a whole, yeah, we could go into that a lot, but thing is, we've gone into it before. Black women don't really value marriage that much, okay? The average black marriage for a black woman is 5 years. And they file for divorce like 90% of the time. Black women will tell you that marriage is not high on their list. Having a child is, but marriage is not. And they swear up and down that they value marriage, and they don't. And stats just say they don't value marriage. They really don't. That's why, like I said, going back and forth with May. So y'all don't value. You guys, I would wish black women would stop lying about it, right? Stop lying about it. They know it. They know it to be true. They know it to be true. That's why this Nicolandria thing, basically, this is the flip side of the coin, right? Okay, they're mad now. They're mad about a white man leaving for a white woman, but the thing is, they love because a white man is loving a black woman out loud. Okay, makes no sense. Anyhow, my hour is up. Okay, getting ready to punch out. The passport bro thing is so real. A Liberian friend of mine was talking about the values of Kenyans and her Kenyan friend, also Uganda. Yeah. Hey, basically for passport bros, they had a lot of women in those African countries, okay, wanting to have babies for you, okay? Because the child support will be a whole lot cheaper if you have a baby by her outside the United States than it would having a baby here with all the headaches. Okay? There's a lot of this transactional shit going on, and transactional shit is a lot cheaper elsewhere. We brothers have, if you want to have a kid and you don't want the what you call it, the American headaches and stuff like that, a lot of women, a lot of countries willing to do that for you. Okay? Because it helps you, it helps them, it helps the kid, and gives you a cheaper option if you're so inclined to do it or go that route. A lot of ways to do things. Anyhow, stop encouraging Jay Rillo behavior. What the fuck you talking about, T Riddler? Okay. Jay Rillo is trying to make content. Okay, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make content so he can get money. Jay Rillo was not trying to rape that chick. He paid her to have sexual or semi-sexual content so he could actually sell. Okay, and she reneged on the contract. So I don't know about this J. Rello behavior. Nobody said anything to the white boys doing the same shit for years, okay? Or the Chinese guys going to Kenya or going to East Africa having babies and bouncing. Nobody says shit about them. But J. Rello, the thing Jerry Rello did, which he shouldn't have, is actually tape that stuff, okay? Because he's a dumbass. There's a lot of things he shouldn't say, but nobody says anything about when your women say when black women say that shit, do they? You hear some of the ugly things that black women say about African men, but nobody says shit. Why? Let me ask you this, T. Riddle. Why are black men held to a much higher standard than anybody else on the planet? Why is that? Why is that? There's one dude out of about 50,000 men. That's one dude. You got white dudes going down there accused of molestation, okay? And even that they try to blame on black men. Why is that? Why is that? It's always Jermaine's fault. Yep. Why is that? T. Riddle, make me understand. How many passport bros we got out right now versus what Jay Rello did and what he said wasn't really all that bad. Okay? Wasn't really all that bad. That's his opinion. Wasn't really all that bad. And you should hear some of what the Kenyan women say about passport bros, but nobody cares about that. It's okay for them to say it about us, but we can't express our opinion. That's his opinion. Intentional L. I mean, we take L's here. What are you talking about? How many L's do black men take here in the United States with our so-called own women? Killed, hit, brutalized, lie. I mean, look what Sha'Carri Richardson just tried to do to her boyfriend. Okay, that's an L. But we don't say shit here. What's the difference? Please tell me. What L's are they taking over there that we don't take here? Please tell me. Jermaine is always expected to be the sin eater for everyone else. Basically, you go to a foreign country, you're learning how to adapt to a foreign environment, and you're gonna make mistakes. Okay, shit's not gonna be perfect. Ain't nobody said that going overseas was gonna be manna from heaven. Okay, it's gonna be a utopia. Nobody ever said that. Okay, you're gonna take some L's. So what? So what? Tell me how's it do? But white boys been doing that shit for centuries. Nobody says shit about the crap that they do. And that shit is filmed. Nobody says anything, okay? White women go over there and chase and have babies by foreign dudes and then fly back. Nobody says shit. Nobody says a word. All of a sudden, Jay Rello's this big thing because he filmed it. Big deal. So they're just banking on us losing for their Eagles. It's not going to stop. It's not. The shit's not going to stop. I don't care what you say. Jay Rello or anything like that, it's not going to stop the flow. The flow is there because the environment says it's supposed to be a flow. It's not going to stop anything. BGS, if we know black men will get an unfair narrative, shouldn't we move on in silence? No. Be loud. No. Hell no. Good stream, getting my dose of MSBGS News and caffeine about a Ghani. Who Jumbo? Who Yambo? What's going on? Why do you guys care? Okay, nobody. The white boys don't care. Okay, they're gonna keep doing what they're doing. White boys go trick. They buy chicks. They get chicks pregnant. They do all kind of crap. Okay, they film that shit. Why do y'all care? Oh, the white black woman gonna say that we losers. So what? So what? One L is not gonna hurt you. Okay. Now, if you go and start murdering people, then that's different. Okay, but you're not doing that. So what? You got an argument with a hooker because basically she was a sex worker. She wasn't no regular chick. A fucking sex worker. And he paid her to be filmed, and she didn't want to be filmed. Okay, but she violated the contract. Now, should he have filmed it? No. Okay, but that shit happens. Yeah, I care because I'm not a white male. There are different bullshit. Ain't no consequences. You care because you scared. Okay, that's why you scared to jump off the porch. You scared. Okay, that's all that is. You scared. Take your hits and keep moving. Because that ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop them from accepting you because you're in a superior position. So what? Okay. They ain't stop them Chinese men from coming over there getting them chicks pregnant and running back. They don't care. Why should you? So what? I get tired of you scary asses, man. Y'all, oh, they're gonna say something bad about that. So the fuck what? Stop being fucking scared, man. And what happened? Your balls drop off? Travis Kelce is Ben Affleck, white offspring, probably so. I hate this, man. He's accused of sexual harassing a woman in Brazil, and he had to move someplace else. Guess what? It didn't stop shit. In fact, it increased. Okay? Well, they're over there buying women and buying prostitutes. Didn't stop shit. It actually made them more appealing. You have more people flying over there now. Didn't stop shit. It's not going to stop shit. Why it's not going to stop shit is because the environment says it's supposed to go forward. Okay? It ain't going to stop. I say keep holding the candle. When Keisha goes over there and takes L's, nobody says shit. Okay? Like that chick that went over there and showed her ass because she's supposed to get married and she demanded payment to leave, okay? The black women didn't start cowering and say, oh my God, she's embarrassing them. They didn't say shit. Black men are the only people that are afraid of their own goddamn shadow, man. One dude says something. I think T-Real, I think Kenyans about to start scalping passport bros. Really, not really. In fact, the Kenyan men love passport bros. They do. They love them. In fact, if you go look at Kenya right now, okay, there's a big red pill movement starting in Kenya right now, okay. They're going on. They're saying the same shit we saying, the exact same shit we saying. They're copying us word for word, okay? All right. The clock on the wall says I gotta go, folks. Scared black men are the reason thugs and pookies keep winning. Okay, the reason thugs and pookies keep winning, let's go ahead and get it straight, okay? 80% of black women are Keishas, okay? That is their class of men. That's why they like them. 80% of black women are Keishas. What do you expect the Keisha to like? Is she gonna like a guy with a pocket protector? No, she gonna like a thug dude with tattoos because she's a key. 80% of women are quiches. Okay, only difference with between a hood chick that likes a thug a chick with a master's degree that like a thug is because they sent Keisha to school. They like the same shit because 80% of these chicks are Keishas. What do you expect the Keisha to like? That's who she likes. Why do you care who she likes? The thing is, don't believe her lie when she says that she tired of thugs, and you marry her or you get with her because what I just played it. I think I played it right. Okay. In fact, I did a video on it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that shit, man. Let me see if I can find it. Let me pull this down real quick. See if I can find it. Okay. Sure I can. Hold on. Because this is what I get tired of. That's why I sent Kevin, right? So you guys can start dating women in your own fucking class, okay? Because y'all craving a fucking Keisha, okay? See if I can find her. Okay, here he is, okay? Recovering thug addict, okay?
Call me crazy if you want, but I'm a recovering thug addict, okay? And it is very hard to stop doing something cold turkey that you've become addicted to, right? So I no longer date thugs. I'm dating squares now. So when you're talking to me, do me a favor and put a little bass.
See? I'm dating squares now, okay? A recovering Keisha, okay?
In your voice. Like, be mean. Not mean for real, but mean just to please me in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need you to sound really assertive, like you mean it. Like role play a little bit. Now don't go upside my head, but say things like,
don't go upside my head, okay? I need a role play thug, okay? Because that's what I desire.
Let's say you tell me to do something and I don't do it as fast. Be like, what'd I say? Tell me to tell me to go sit down.
It's because they've been raised by their mama like that. That's what they're used to, okay?
Somewhere. Like when you say something to me, pretend like, you feel me? Because I be having withdrawals and I be like, he's too nice. And another thing. Like,
he's too nice. See that? When they say he's too nice, that's what they mean, right? Okay? Female Klingons, yep.
I know that you like to dress nice and wear these dry fit shirts. Can you put on a black hoodie? Can you sag your pants a little bit? I know you like to smell good, but can you spray the smell of a black and mild every now and then? I just need a whiff. At least put on some gray sweats and a white tee. Some Air Maxes. Tell me you gotta bust a few moves or make a few plays. Something. These are just things that I need as a recovering thug addict. And if that is just way too much to ask, I may ask you for a hall pass to go hit a few corners with my homie. Because that is the only way I'm going to scratch that itch. Let me just call one of my homies and take a ride with him, hit a few corners, make a few plays, and then I'll be back and I'm all yours. No? And one last thing, can you turn your music up when you play it? Turn it up, turn the bass up. If not, we're going to get at least 412s, okay? Because I can't do these stock speakers anymore. I know some Migos who got a shop. I can call them up. They'll hook you up with 412s, 215s, whatever you want. Another subwoofer, a new amp, something. But the stock speakers, we got to get those out of there. We got to get them out. So I say all that to say, as a recovering thug addict, if I ask you to do any of the things that you have heard in this video, please do it, brother. Please help me. Help me scratch this itch. Going cold turkey when you have been addicted to anything can be very hard. So please, cut me a break. Stop enunciating all your words so perfectly.
See? Stop enunciating your words so perfectly, right? Okay, see? BGS ain't got no time for that. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Brothers over here trying to build a new world without clowns, okay? Thing is, stop craving fucking Keishas, okay?
Little rough, little rugged, like you've been trapping all day or something, like you've been busting a few moves. Go to the bank. Pull out a wad. When you come home, throw that wad on the dresser, along with a lighter and possibly some other things that a thug would have in his pocket. You're gonna have to get your acting skills on. Put some basil in a baggie. I beg of thee. Tie that thing up. Throw it on the dresser. Let me see it, please. Thank you.
That is most 80% of black women are like that. That's why they do it, right? Okay, they're addicted. Well, she said, act like you're gonna go upside my head, but don't go upside my head for real. Remember yesterday we played it. The other day we played the blue leashing video, right? With that chick, and she went through his phone and she hit him upside the head with that vase. That's the real shit, okay? Because that's who they are. Ain't about you. Ain't about you. You guys think you guys are inadequate. No, that's about her. That's who she is, and she can't help herself. Okay, that's who she wants to be, and she needs somebody that's going to match her energy. If that's not you, guess what? No harm, no foul. Go find your woman that matches your energy. Okay, stop worrying about who the fuck Keisha like. Who cares if Keisha like thugs, right? Okay, nobody talks about Latina women liking Jose. Okay, nobody talks about Asian women liking an Asian dude, right? Nobody talks about a white dude liking or marrying or liking a white woman, right? That's Susie Homemaker and enunciates her words, right? Okay, nobody cares about that. Okay, why do you care about a black woman finding a dude that she likes? The thing is, there's not enough. Well, there's not enough of them because guess what happens to them, right? There are penalties for being a thug, like going to prison, like not having a job, like getting murked or getting shot at, right? Okay, they want all the aesthetic, but they don't want the outcomes. Let them face their own outcomes. You want a thug? Go get a real one. Bust it open for a real one. That's how come they walk around with 4 baby daddies and say that we couldn't get along. No, bullshit. Okay, that's what you like. Stay with him and take the consequences that come with it. Don't let him. Don't come over here. Because the chick, you go through their background and found out that she liked being around that dude. The thing I got away with it because I was raised in that environment. So I can code switch. I can code switch because I was raised in that environment. Okay, so I know. Okay, I'm what they call a climber because I climbed out of that shit. So I can flip that switch and become Pookie or Jamal or something like that in a heartbeat because it's in me. Okay, but you dudes that don't have that, man, don't be. And one thing I never let that happen, right? If that's what you want, I am not gonna be that guy for you. Okay, if that's what you want, there's real ones out there. Go find them. We'll take a drive. We'll drop you off, and you can deal with him, knowing that she won't, because she doesn't want what comes with it. Yeah, my sister had to go through that shit. Okay, wanting she married one. Okay, but she couldn't stay with him because the downsides were too much. Make these chicks hold their own nuts, their own ovaries, okay? It said too much power, Empire, BMF, Tyler Perry. We see the effects. This is just as bad as crack. Don't date them, okay? You guys, just forget. Mouse Utopia. Our race is done. Our race, as we call it, is not a race. Our race is a culture, okay? Black is a artificial culture made by white people for labor. Okay, it was never supposed to be permanent. Okay, we didn't pick it. Okay, we didn't pick that shit. Anyhow, we had an hour and 23 minutes. Let me get out of here. But thing is, okay, that's Keisha. 80% of black women are Keisha. Don't worry about that shit. If she opens her mouth and call you too nice or too boring or whatever it is, okay, that's when it's time to punch her ticket and give her a hall pass. Hey, okay, you can be my side chick, but as far as my main chick, my girlfriend, my wife, okay, that's out. Okay, go find your match, because she's gonna be sneaking behind your back anyway. Don't ask me how I know. Okay. The thing is, she cheats on Pookie and Ray Ray just like she gonna cheat on you. What makes you think she gonna be faithful to Pookie? She ain't. Because it's not in. Pookie's not gonna be faithful to her, and she's not gonna be faithful to Pookie because that's what they do. They're loose like that. But is that the kind of woman that you want? If that's not the kind of woman that you want, you pay her her per diem, get what you want out of her, and send her back to Pookie. Okay? Stop. The thing is, you want love out of this broad. Okay? That's the problem. You want this broad to choose you and love you over Pookie because you think you are the better man. Not to her. Stop with all this stuff. Have some respect for your goddamn selves for a change. Jesus Christ, okay? Stop worrying about what these black women say. Have some goddamn self-respect for yourself, okay? I'm from the hood, okay? Chick told me that shit. I was gonna put my fiance out. You want that dude that so-called whatever kind of dude that you want, okay? That you couldn't land and hold on to, go find him. I'll drop you off. In fact, I'll go recruit him for you. Hey, come get your chick. Same thing for a hood chick. I like this kind of guy, and I want to do this. You don't. Hey, come get your woman. Come get your woman. Go get you. That's why my son don't. They ask my son how come he don't date or marry black women. It's because his mama black. Okay, that's the reason he don't do it. He don't want a woman like his mama because he saw how she got down. He saw what she liked, and I don't want to be that way. I don't want a woman that thinks that way. So guess what he does? He went the other way. So a lot of brothers are like that in L.A. right now. We're getting Latinas because they're more like wives, okay? And these black chicks are on some kind of bullshit, okay? Go find your dude that's going to match your energy, which is probably why the white guys won't marry either. Anyhow, let me get out of here, y'all, and I will see you guys later. Well, that's his problem. He can't bring it to the family. That's his fucking problem, okay? Find a woman that matches your energy. Have some fucking self-respect. Find a woman. Find your tribe. Find a woman that works for you, okay? Don't worry about what she thinks so that you don't qualify for Keisha. There's only like 20 million Keishas in the whole entire world. You got 4 billion women. Why do you worry about such a small percentage of women? Because they loud? Is that it? And I hate the brothers that come behind them and try to shame you into dating these chicks, okay? That's what I can't say. That's one thing I cannot stand. The brothers that know these bras, that know what they like and know what they on, trying to shame you into staying over here and dating these bras. Get the entire fuck out of here. Give a black woman $15 and a $25 Apple gift card. And hey, might get down to $3 a change in the cup holder. Who knows? Anyhow, let me get out of here, y'all. Let me roll on out now. We'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?
What can I say? Mamba out.
Muzyka Denis Siedem.